soon as we say mining land, we immediately bring ourselves into forest land, agricultural land, and resistance.
Having the background of the three generation of coal miners and also the farming background. So I grown up in a place called Sasti, which is a completely like coal miners town and also the farmers town. But I was not able to, like get into the know like how I would like learn about the formal education about art, asking my own origin, like where do I come from, where do I, how would I show those things, like which really matters to me, and which really many times I ask myself like a lot of questions about what would happen, or what would and how things can change. There was this idea of like making individuals, like how I see these people as a character, this object as a character, or any like story, like some of the stories which I really liked, from my hometown, like, and also like visiting different places, like such as the mining places, and also visiting different people, like, and to be able to engage with their own oral stories, and engage with their own like proverbs or methods or sayings.
The points that you were making about the interrogation of power that you are doing through your work, and it is there that I see the intersection with the sort of oral history work that I'm doing and your work, in that oral history is often about allowing alternative voices to emerge, which won't fit within the national narrative.
Like visiting different places was also there, but I also see this structure, how the power works everywhere, mostly in the mining industries, or mostly in the industrial landscapes or industrial revolution.
Something that comes through strongly with our collections through our oral history collections, as well as the pamphlet, the book collections, the posters, are to do with solidarity, with unions, with health and safety, industrial accidents.
I came to this conclusion that we have taken so much as a human from the nature, but this idea of giving back, or this idea of or this thought of giving back was never mentioned, or never have done it properly, like, because
even closing the mines,
the closing the mining itself, because that's a big, in terms of Indian coal minings or Indian minings, I would say.
We're not only talking about mining, but we're also talking about this huge farmer protests that have been happening, and the other kinds of protests that you've been involved with yourself, to do with detention centers for refugees and for migrants who have come into India for different reasons, but also for general citizens who don't have the papers, the sans papiers, the people who do not have the papers to prove, because the onus of proof is now on each citizen to prove that you are a citizen of a country where we're hardly literate, in many parts of the country.
For me, like that political awareness was there already, but the aesthetic, like somehow I feel that the literature really helped me to bring that into like visual forms. So like when I say the like literature, the poetry, and novels, they really help me, like especially Marathi literature and poetry. And also there are some poets like Narayan Surve, Suresh Bhatt, Mahesh Elukunchwara.
The work I see in Artis Mundi is not only using the display techniques of the banner, but also within the imagery, there's a sense of drapery that's entered that is completely new.
And in the 70s, the 1980s, they were used very much in protest. But the South Wales Miners banners are very political, but they also have an internationalist outlook.
But I feel part of it, like most of the time. Like I feel like to engage into such events, or such or into such voices, because it's a job of an artist also, like to be responsible or to be aware about what's happening around, because we can't exclude ourselves to from this situation. I think we are equally responsible for this, what's going on.
You are part of a collective of ex-miners, former miners, poets, and farmers, and that you are making interventions, small interventions, just like the one you expressed, but also publishing books of poems. And there's this incredible intellectual movements that are present even in the minds as we speak, and you are really a part of it, and also opening out those incredible debates and discussions and bringing those poems to us and often illustrating them.